Happy Friday, fellow yogis. I'm Anna. Welcome if you are new here. Let's go. We've got 15 minutes. Starting at the top of our mat, we're going to inhale, taking our hands above head, connecting at the top. We're going to exhale, bringing them back down past the midline of our body. Back to our side. Let's sweep up our hands on the next inhale. Taking our bend in the back, gazing between the hands, and we're going to fold forward. We're hinging at our hips. Core is fully engaged as we go down. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. We're going to come down to the floor with our hands, step back. We're finding a high plank. We shift forward on an inhale. We exhale, we lower down, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back to our downward dog. And in our downward dog, we do our first body scan. So we're just paying attention to the feelings and the sensations that are going on within the self right now. Breathe deeply in through the nose. Exhale fully through the mouth. Take that butt up as high as you can. Take the hips from side to side. Just find movements that feel good within yourself. Let's look up between our thumbs and we slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, drop the head. Nice big inhale up, hands above head. Back to our side. Let's go again. Nice big inhale up, taking the hands above head, connecting at the top. Exhale, bring them back down past the midline of our body. Back to our side. Let's sweep up on the next inhale. We're bending our back to where we can, taking our gaze backwards. Glutes fully engaged. And we're coming back down on the exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Find the floor again. Step back to our high plank. Shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the elbows. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to our downward dog. And again, we're finding movements that feel good within ourselves. Find your movements. You can take the heels off the mat one by one. You can tap the mat with the knees. We're just making sure we're breathing, cool, calm, and collected. Paying attention, finding that tension that we're going to release today. And then we slowly look up, walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, drop the head. Nice big inhale up, back to the side. Right, I'm going to do our yoga squat. So as wide as the mat, standing as wide as the mat, feet outside the mat. We're going to come down to our yogi squat. Go on an angle. So bringing our butts down. And we're finding a nice deep squat. Yoga squat. We're going to push out those knees with our elbows. Really push those palms together. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. We're straightening up that back as best we can and we're gazing forward. Let's rock our knees and hips from side to side. Move in the pose. Really pushing out those knees with those elbows. We're going to take our neck and we're going to just slowly take our gaze from one side to the other. I have a bit of a stiff neck going on that I need to work on right now. So this feels absolutely incredible. Nice and slow. Take the movement with the breath. And again, let's just rock from side to side. Take our hands to the floor, come back up with that butt, give it a wiggle. And we're going to come to the top of our mat. We're going to move our hips from side to side. Wiggle a bit. Don't be afraid to move. Right, go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Arms above head. We're going to exhale. Bend the knees. Take the floor with the hands. Step back to a downward dog. Again, we're just going to stretch here. A few breaths. In through the nose deeply, exhaling fully, and don't be afraid to reposition whenever you need to. It's not always about being fully static. Movement is medicine. We want to rinse the body, create the fluid, the movement. All right, let's step forward our right foot. We're going to find our warrior two. Coming up to our warrior two, finding your comfortable stance. Ideally that front knee is stacked above that ankle. That back foot can be on an angle, can be parallel. It's whatever is comfortable within yourself. You find your variation of your warrior two. Look past that middle finger. Deep inhale. Nice big exhale. Let's bring that back arm up. We're facing forward now. We find our warrior one, and we're just going to take a slight bend in the back. We're taking the gaze above head. Deep inhale. Exhale. Back to warrior two. Looking past that middle finger. Deep inhale. Even bigger exhale. Turn the palm, bring the middle finger and thumb together. We're going to bring that front arm down, place it on top of that knee. We're going to take that back arm and bring it above head. Look up, nice extended angle. Deep inhale, even bigger exhale. We're now going to take that top arm, we're bringing it behind the back. We're going to take our front arm to the floor, and you can choose to stay here, or if you feel comfortable to do so, take that front arm behind and see if you can bound your warrior. Deep inhale, even bigger exhale. Bring it back, take that forearm back to the top of that knee. Back to our side angle. Big inhale, even bigger exhale. Back up to our warrior two. Looking past that middle finger. Big inhale, even bigger exhale. Finding our warrior one. Reaching for the sky. Big inhale, even bigger exhale. And then we're going to come down to the ground with our hands. Step back. And we go the other side. So a few breaths here. And we'll step forward that left foot. Find our warrior two. Looking past that middle finger. Deep inhale, even bigger exhale, bringing that back arm up, facing forward, warrior one, taking the gaze up, bending the back, big inhale, even bigger exhale, warrior two, exhale, turn that palm, bring together that thumb, middle finger, bring her down to the front leg. Bringing that back arm above head, looking up through the arm, big inhale, even bigger exhale, taking that top arm behind the back, lowering that front arm, staying here if you wish, or if you feel you can, taking that arm back, grabbing hold of that hand, big inhale, Even bigger. Exhale. Release. Coming back up with that forearm on that front leg. Back to our side angle. Big inhale, even bigger exhale. Back to our warrior two. Looking past that middle finger. And back to our warrior one. Looking up. And back down to the floor. Finding our downward dog. Right. So from our downward dog, let's breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. We're going to slowly come forward to a sort of high plank. We're going to bring our right knee and place it on top of our, not place it, it's just resting next to our right elbow. And we're holding for 3, 2, 1, and back. So our knee to elbow holds from our downward dog. So the left knee now comes up and we're just resting it. We're pushing the floor away. We're rounding the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more on each side. So right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And other side. Really pushing that floor, rounding the shoulders. Everything's engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Back to our downward dog. Right, we're going to find our butt on our mat. And we're going to find our seated twist. So we're going to take an inhale up. And then on the exhale, we're going to twist to the right, taking our left hand onto the knee, taking our gaze back over that right shoulder. And we're breathing cool, calm, and collected. And with every exhale, we're seeing if we can take the stretch that little bit further, the twist, the rinsing of the spine. And on the next exhale, we'll come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take it the other way. Whew. Really connecting with the breath. Taking it that little bit further. This side's not working for me today. I've done something to my neck, which I am working on. Breathe, cool, calm, and controlled. Right, let's take it back. Taking our arms above head. Inhale, exhale. To the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. And exhale to the right. Left. Alright, back to center. Nice snowy. Alright, so we're going to do our fire log, our square, our double pigeon, whatever you'd like to call it. Does the same thing, just different name. So we are going to take our left leg and create a nice parallel space with the mat. And then we're going to stack that right leg on top. So the heel is on top of the knee, the heel is under the knee, so it's a nice square pose. And we just find our pose If you're like this, you work with this. There's nothing wrong with that. You just eventually will become that little bit more flexible and mobile in the hips and knees. But you got to practice. Right, so we find our fire log, take our hands, place them on top, and we breathe. So we're going to gaze towards the ground. And with every exhale, we take the stretch that little bit further. You can place props between if it helps, blocks, rolled up blankets, whatever could help you feel more comfortable. So breathe, nice big inhale. When we fully exhale, let's bring our hands to the floor if you can, otherwise just keep them on the top. And we're just folding that little bit forward to where our body will allow. A few more rounds of breath. And we'll come up. Or slowly just lean back to get out. And switcheroo, switcher over. So the right leg's now at the bottom, heel on knee, knee above heel, nice stacked log. And we take our hands up on top of the top leg and we breathe. Paying attention to the sensations of what's going on in those hips. Or neck if you're anything like me. It is always fixable. The body heals. Nice big inhale through the nose. And then on the next exhale, if you would like to, you can stay here. Take the fingertips to the floor. Nice big deep inhale, and on the next exhale, see if you can flatten the palms. Big inhale. Bring them further forward. And we're going to come slowly back up. Lean back. Unlock. Kick out. And we're going to find our easy pose. And we're just going to take our hands on our knees. We're going to have a nice straight tall back. We're going to have our chin down towards our chest. And we're going to breathe for as long as we feel we need. Namaste, and I shall see you tomorrow. Happiest of Fridays. I hope you enjoy.